So welcome to GTA Black Women Tech final roundup, wrap up of the year. I'm super excited. Hey Grace, so good to see you, beautiful. I would have hugged you if I could see you. And but we are here. We're gonna spend about 30 minutes together. You can ask me anything. There's nothing, I'm not holding anything back, even not my pimples. So I'm here with you. Hello, Aline. Hello, Mariah. So good to see so many beautiful people. I can't see you, but I recognize the name. So that's one thing that is good. And do tell me, before we get started, do tell me how was, if you had to summarize 2024 in one word, what would you say? I think I would use the word crazy, because crazy good and crazy bad is still crazy, right? Hey, look, Anisha, so good to see you. If you had to summarize 2024 in one word, what would you say? It's been phenomenal. It's been crazy. I think crazy is good because crazy means that a lot of great things have happened, and crazy also means that a lot of crazy things have challenged us. But we're still here, and we're coming back for more in 2025. And I'm so happy that you are here with me today on this live session. I'm gonna keep you too long, but you can ask me anything. In the audience, how would you summarize? Do tell me. What word would you use to summarize 2024? What would be your word? I choose the word crazy, and we are closing the office next week. It's our last week. Everybody will take a break. So after the 20th of December, you're not going to see it. Phenomenal. I love this. Immense. I love that, Grace. Wow. Audacious. Ooh. Audacious seems like you're going to a new path. I like that. Something that makes you uncomfortable. I always believe that when you feel being uncomfortable with anything that you try to achieve in life, that's when growth happens, right? And that's what we want to do. And as you know me, obviously you've known me for either for GTA Black Women Tech or Black Rise. These are my two babies, and this is where I'm gonna spend most of my focus. Three Colors was my first original baby, but I stepped down because I really wanted, black is my pleasure, black is my business. And I love working still to this date with black women. I think you are phenomenal, and I wouldn't be where I am without all the black men that I have in my life. And go further, we bring the black men as well in the equation, and everybody allies who want to participate. Transformative, right? I wish I could actually speak with all of you right now, because I would have asked you so many questions with those words. Please feel free to share. And as you were here, please share your LinkedIn URL so you can connect as you're in the room. It'd be good to see as well as there. But yes, so I'm excited. I'm really pushed myself out of my comfort zone this year. Yes, Kanisha, that's what you want. I think you should feel a bit uncomfortable whatever you're trying to achieve. And I would say if you play it safe, that's how you get fat. So don't get fat, guys. Nobody say go to the gym this morning. I went to the gym. I didn't want to go. It was raining. Like, I'm still going to the gym because I need to get rid of that extra energy and extra stress that we deal with every day. So go to the gym, eat your greens, have your protein, and make sure that you meditate and whatever you remain grateful. But enough of the jabby jabber. I want to kind of share with you in terms of what we've planned for 2025. And it's been a very interesting 2024. We loved it. I mean, the book came out. We're a bit delayed the release of the book. I know some of you who are in the book are waiting, but the good news is that it is coming out next week, so it will be delivered to you next week. So you're gonna have a copy of that book on your hand, and I can't wait. So the last one that we produced was this one, as you know, volume 4 with the map. If you haven't experienced the map, go back to our website, the Voices in the Shadow map, which was done in partnership with United Nations. So we created the map. UN wanted to put their stamp on it. We say yes, of course, and they added as well a number of women in the Caribbean islands. So if you go back to the map right now, you will see a number of phenomenal women who have made impact for history and centuries and so much more. And I think one thing for me is so important that we remember what we've created and the story that we're leaving behind. Please, I always say to people that do not forget to document your stories. You never know, your story might inspire your kids or your aunt or your nephews or your godchildren, whatever you have in your circle. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen because I'm probably tired of seeing me already. And I'm going to try. I'm really bad at this. And bear with me. Hopefully, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, good. So should be a double. Boom. Okay. So I'm hoping you can see my screen right now. At the moment, I can't see anything, but it's a very short screen. I'm going to spend most of my time talking with you. So I like this. I love to have a picture to really showcase what we've achieved in 2024. And I'm really proud. And I'm really proud that, 2024 has been a tough year for a lot of organizations, companies, budgets have been cut and so forth, but we're still standing and we still have this great event that we put together. And some of you are in the room. I don't know. I'm sure that when you think about this journey of this day, you're probably smiling. It was such a rejuvenating and inspiring everything that we're able to do as a network, as an ecosystem. So thank you for being part of this. Obviously, we open another chapter in Germany, which has been a great journey to discover what is happening across Europe for Black women and what we can do together. And obviously the release of this book, obviously the book is there, but it's coming out. It's coming out. It will be with you this next week, and then we're doing another event for the book in January, which will be hosted at one of our sponsors. So we'll be able to share more information, and then more voices, more Black women. You can hear the stories. I mean, my job right now is to be in the shadow. I feel like you have enough of me, and for you to discover more of the Black women who are doing some great things in this space, so you can really be excited about what's to come. And there's enough of us doing some great thing. So obviously, if you don't know, very briefly, I'm not going to spend too much time. In case if you're new, I just like to give you a reminder. We're now the largest European network of Black women in tech with locations in France, obviously with Ellen in the room, Ellen Mendy, in Ireland with Aline as well. Aline, we are also in Germany. We don't have a lead right now, and then in the UK with Yasmina. So a lot of great Black women leading them. If you don't know who they are, please connect with them. You can see on our website each chapter who is leading the chapter and the countries. So it's not all from the UK office. We want to make sure that we are on the ground, people who understand and can do the right things. Obviously, the numbers are there, so I'm not going to spend too much time telling you about that. We are growing. I mean, the numbers are, so we have since the beginning of our conception, we have so far have 35,000 attendees, and I think this keeps on growing. We should do it year by year. But yes, so attracted a lot of people, and now to combine 24,000 of you are following us across social media. This is bombastic. I don't know if it's the right word, but I want to use it. This is bombastic. This is amazing. And I'm so happy that people find comfort or learn something from whoever they meet. My only guilty pleasure is to hope that you meet someone through a network that help you, and you meet your best friend, your next employer, your next employee, or whatever it is, and you keep going. And then in terms of active members, because obviously you might be across different platforms, we also have people with active members, people who are on a newsletter. We have 4,848. So if you're not on a newsletter, make sure that you join a newsletter and you don't miss it out. So a lot of growth from our side. And yes, so the numbers and change. So people who have come from our network and companies that have been able to hire from us. And yes, so 2,000 job opportunities have been shared. Actually, the numbers gone up as well. We've been winning awards. I mean, I don't think I will tell you more. Yes, we also preach for to preach or one of your verse, something like that. But you know what I mean, right? So let's talk about 2025. 2025 is super exciting. There's a big focus. This book, I committed myself for 10 years, so 10 volumes of this book. And next year is our 5th volume. And I'm super excited about, you're going to be among the first to see the cover of volume 5. I hope that you like it as much as we spend time designing it. And everything that we do is very intentional, and we really always fuse from what we know about our community. I want to check because I haven't checked that you can definitely see my screen. I want to make sure that you can see my screen. Yes, you can see my screen. Okay, fantastic. We'll start talking for no reason. So yes, so we wanted to this new cover. Every single volume except from volume 1 has a meaning. The second was about dark skin discrimination and colorism. The second one was actually this one. This was actually the second one was um, the woman in history, and then the one that came out this year was about finding your inner superhero. And so for this year, the theme is connection. What does it mean? One thing about me is that, and one thing that we've learned as well through the lovely stories that we've and the lovely women that we met through our community is that there's a lot of we're often looking for something that is already within, and this is why we named it connection. So connection, I probably should put this picture bigger, but this is the story. This is the cover that we've chosen, and the idea of connection is a connection within yourself. You often look for what is already within ourselves, and so our mission with this new cover is to help you blossom. And you can see from the shape of this woman, she looks like I mean, I can't read you, but she looks like a tree, right? If you see the colors, and you can see as well through the details of the top, the connection is. So you can find a connection within you to be able to grow and blossom as this beautiful tree for longevity. And what you bring to this world um, is multiplied by whatever comes out into your life. And that's very important. So we're going to keep maintaining things about health, mental wellness, work, obviously. We are super excited about that. All the elemental emotional intelligence to cognitive intelligence and all the elements are important for your own self-growth. And that's something that really want to talk about. So I don't want to tell you yet in terms of what concept come with the book, but I'm sure you're gonna love it. You're gonna really, really love it. So we are now in production. We've been working hard. December is not a quiet month for us. We want to make sure that we set the tones for next year and we work really hard to achieve the success that you need next year. So yeah, so more events. So we've already this coming back next year. So we still have the book, the festival, and the concept. The concept is still a secret at this stage. Yes. So and we continue to distribute the book again, the books uh, to across schools. So if you want to make sure that we distribute to your school, send us a message to Flavilla. Can you make sure with Flavilla, Danny, or somebody else? So send us a message like, hey, can you distribute to my school? And we make sure that we add it onto we add your school into our list of schools that we distribute to. You are welcome to do that. And we'll be looking for new speakers, right? So new speakers. The speakers that we choose quite often are speakers that need the awareness. We really much about how can we shine the light on maybe Black women with new ventures, but have the talent and hasn't stopped selling something new. So you see all the speakers that we had on our stage this year were amazing new entrepreneurs and really wanted to give them a platform for them to be able to find new potential customers, and they have. And I think that's what we love the most, that we're not afraid to share. We're not afraid to share, the opportunities in the room. So when the program comes out, which will come out in March, and if you want to apply, do not let your imposter syndrome kick in and apply. Yes, so I know you're fabulous. A lot of people were nervous, and when they got on stage, like, I love it. It's the best thing in my life. It's like, I know, I told you all the time. Now you can do it, right? So this is what's happening as well for 2025. But what also is going to happen with the book, we're going to take things a bit further with 2025, and what you will see, each single chapter will also have their own activities. So I'm giving you the overall vision of 2025 for led by the UK chapter. But then you see, for example, funds will also have their own activities. They have because the problem of the Black women in tech is different from a country to another. So funds already have a plan, and Ellen will tell you about it. She's super excited, so you can hear about that. And something Ireland will have a plan specific to their country. And Germany, we're focusing much more on developing the network because it's still very fresh and new. And what we didn't want to do next year was to say, we're going to open another chapter and overwhelm ourselves. So we might still do like a trip, but not necessarily mean another chapter, because we didn't want to keep on developing and not do things right. You see what I mean? So with Germany now opening, we want to go things a bit further, give a bit more activations. France is doing well. UK is doing well. Ireland is obviously doing well as well with a lot of growth. So we want to give more attention to these groups and also focus on how far can we take the voice in the shadow. We don't want the book to just come out in October and we don't talk about it. What we want to do is to develop another program with different schools where we can have those women as well coming to the schools and talk to those kids about thinking about career and technology, right? So you can't be what you can't see. And it's important for us to spend more time in elevating our presence into the schools. So the kids can think about schools and university as well, which is super important. So is it going to be more networking? So one thing that we have not done enough and want to bring that much more is going to be smaller networking events, so 35, 50 people, and we're going to have different locations. So we're super excited about doing that more regularly with you. To see you more often would be nice to do that, and more laughter. I think this is something that we really excited about seeing you into together and join and connecting. I think there's so much power. I say to people all the time that if I think about whatever I had in my life, it's because of a network that I've built. And the more you connect with one another, the more you can go further, right? Which is very important to us as well. And then obviously, let's not forget about AI. So I don't know for you, and I can't see you in the room, but who use AI every day? I raise my hand because I do, right? So I've become like Tony Stark. I was like, I can't think without AI. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I always co-create in the sense that I want to do something. So I was like, can you do this for me? I want to do this, or you are my lawyer. So what's very surprising, not even 10% of people are using AI right now. So it means that you are behind, right? So what I can produce now in a day, I can do in an hour using AI. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring I'm not going to do a program on teaching how to use AI. We want to bring out different people within the Black community who tell you in terms of how did their role change and evolved to increase their performance utilizing AI in their career. As a marketer, I might be one of the speakers as well, talking about how I use AI as a marketer. Maybe people talking about they use AI as a software developer and all sorts of subjects into technology, because it's super, super important. And I think one thing that is key is to remember that AI will replace a lot of jobs, and the best way to still be relevant is your ability to understand our AI. And there's so many things right now, you'll be very surprised. Literally, I've seen the things where I can actually clone myself, which is very scary. It doesn't sound like me, it's very dry, but this is the beginning of AI. So imagine what else it can do when you take it further, right? So we're going to do a lot of series of events, going to be online, but also in person, video series that you can consume and really keep on teaching you what's that. So we're going to do less what you will see is that we're going to do far less activations, but much more intense and much more driven to making sure that we measure the impact. It's super important for us to make sure that you are progressing whatever you are trying to achieve. So please do tell us, it's something that you want us to cover next year. I mean, this program is not set in stone. Our plan for 2025 is not set in stone. It's not going to change. We're not like that. We're very organic to what we create. We listen to our audience. I want to make sure that you are there with us, right? So that's very important. So that's what I want to share. So this is not a lot. It doesn't seem like it's a lot. There's going to be some things. One thing that I haven't added into this thing is that we're going to have a block party. Yes, if you love a party, there's going to be a summer. It's going to be a summer block party where you can meet whichever. So this is going to be super exciting. Block party inspired by the Americans. The Americans are really good when it comes to bringing technology and parties. So expect a block party this summer, which is going to be as well a celebration of our 5th volume. And at the same time, I think it's the 6th anniversary. Keep going on. Just having someone come knock at my door. So yes, so our 5th volume, which is super exciting. And yes, so the block party is coming. As soon as we have a date, we'll tell you about it. I don't know if anybody's any comment. Afternoon. Oh, I hope you're not too late, Dion. I was starting. I hope you didn't miss too much, and so forth. Some days due to anybody has any questions. I'm really excited about this year. I think one thing that yes, I should tell you in terms of the collaboration that we have also in place. We are working with Apple, so we'll be doing an event at their offices. If you've never been to their office in Battersea, it's beautiful. And we're going to be doing something. So they are recruiting, they're actually recruiting and looking for some Black female. So we're doing some things as well. We also have an announcement. I'm telling you just to you right now. We're going to be working with Financial Times, which is super exciting. So yeah, new company on board. So we're working with Financial Times. We're going to continue the relationship with the brands that we already have on board. So we have some exciting things coming up. And yes, Shutterstock as well is coming up as one of the brands that we're going to be working with. So yes, so super things. So Shutterstock, Apple, Financial Times. Expect some live events. Expect some things as well in not just all in London. We'll be as well in Dublin. So different locations. We again working with Udemy. So Udemy, if you're not familiar with Udemy, thank you, Grace. Udemy as well, doing some amazing stuff coming up. So we have some lot of things we're really pushing our partners to and guide them to how much they can work with you and be authentic about their journey. And I think it's so important that I think what we love the most that they listen. Again, same thing, which is super exciting about. But yes, we have some fantastic partnerships coming up, and we are super delighted that we are doing this with you, and help you further with your career. But if you don't have any questions, I think that I want to leave you. I want to maybe share with you some of my lessons of this year. And I think it's important to remember that. I can see I'm really excited. It seems blessed to be here. Yes, you are blessed. Of course, you are blessed. You're blessed. Please share your LinkedIn URL. Do not leave without connecting. You see, there's always an opportunity to connect. So please share your LinkedIn URL before you disappear in this chat. But yes, if I could share with you some of my piece of advice for next year, and anybody following me on TikTok, I'm becoming really raw. And one thing I would say to you is that spend a lot of time making yourself a priority. And I think it's very important that you see yourself as your biggest project. So what can you do to look after yourself, your health? If you don't look after your health, nothing matters, right? So build a strong relationship with people that really do matter to you. Yes, share your links, absolutely. Do spend time building relationship with people that matter to you. Continuously build your network because you never know how this person might be to help you. And if I think about what I've achieved this year is because of people that I know, and that includes you. And you've been the biggest supporter. So who I know for years. Ellen, we've been friends before she became the lead of GTA Black Men Taking Phones. Aline was there for me when we opened the Irish chapter, and she's still there with me. I think people that have been part of my life, and I'm so, so grateful. So when you see me, don't see just me. There's Danny, there's my team of designers, my team of marketers as well who are supporting me in achieving in making my vision a reality. So you never achieve success on your own. Another piece of advice that don't necessarily. I mean, I don't believe in resolutions, but maybe as I say, set yourself some targets for what you want to achieve as the biggest project in your life. I just saw a pigeon. I was like, what? I get easily distracted, as you can see. I'm worse. So yes, so very important about that. So what can you do to really put yourself priority? And yes, so if it doesn't make you feel a bit uncomfortable, then you're not working hard enough, right? So I think it was Efedra would say that she felt that she challenged herself. Kanisha said that she pushed herself this year to achieve great things for herself, and I'm really proud of you. Getting out of your comfort zone, that's where the magic happens. And if you don't feel a bit uncomfortable, whatever you achieve, and what's the point of it, right? So I want you to remind you that. I wonder if you have any questions you want to ask me. I don't see any links. You ladies, you're not sharing any links to your LinkedIn profile. Oh, your Black Rise. If you have your Black Rise account, I'm just plugging my other business out there. I don't know if you have any questions. We have about 7 minutes together. Otherwise, we can wrap it up. I didn't want to make it super long. It doesn't have to be an hour. If there's anything that you want us to really produce for next year, we want us to see next year, my pleasure, Diane. Thank you for being with me as well. Since the beginning, you've been as well one of my biggest supporter. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life. But yes, so if there's anything that you want us to happen next year, please do tell us. We'll really listen. That's very important about us. And make sure that you rest because I'm going to be resting on the 20th of December. I am resting. It's been an intense year. Links don't work in the chat. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, maybe it just j'ai tout raté. J'ai reçu. Sonia, yeah, you're a bit late, darling. Yes. That's interesting. It doesn't allow you to share your link. Oh, never mind. Let me see if I can add something. No, it doesn't allow it. Oh, never mind. That's something I'm learning. Yes, Sonia, the replay will be available so you can watch it again. Think my pleasure, Kanisha. May 2025 be the best year of our life. Make sure that you diversify your investment. We're going to talk about money. I think we're doing some session as well next year. If you haven't seen the calendar, we're doing some session vision board and setting some goals. So you have that. Very important. Yes, your health is 100% so important, Dion. Yes, I can't mention that enough. We could have been more interaction with young girls. Yeah, we're going to do more interaction with young girls. Yeah. I mean, Aline, you're leading an island, so you do what you think is right. We're giving you full control, darling. Yeah, looking for the block party is going to be fire. Fire, fire, fire. Reserve that. Block party is coming out summertime. It's going to be fun. I can't wait for it. How do we get the book? Book number 4. The number 4 is on pre-order. If you miss the pre-order, it's not closed. Or you can do it. You can only get the book now at our event. So the book for volume 4 will only be available at the event now. So we don't do pre-order. We don't do orders anymore. So you can only connect it on site. So when we come to Ireland to visit you, Eileen, you'll be able to get a copy of the book right now, unless you have pre-ordered. So that's it for now. So I wish you all the love in the world, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for giving me 25 minutes of your time for being with me. And I look forward to giving you more hugs when I see you in person. And for now, happy Thursday. Mwah! And I will see you very soon. Bye, everyone.